JoJo in the morning show on the alternative station, City 102.5. It's 8:47 now. Very excited, back in town and back with the Blue Jackets. Mr. Jody Shelley. How you doing, Jody?
Good. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing well. It's great to have you back. You've been retired all of 4 days, and you're already back at work.
Well, yeah. It's time to go to work, man.
Yeah.
So
you were how many seasons were you actually on the ice with the Blue Jackets? Like 5, 6, something like that.
6 or 7. Yeah. It was. There was a lockout in there, but I think it was 7 years here.
Yeah, and then you went on to where you went? Was it from here to San Jose?
Yeah,
right.
And then I was there for 2 years. I ended up in New York with the Rangers for the end of the season, and then I signed in Philadelphia for 3 years, and that just ended this year. So
you were professional sports is just one of those businesses that like. I'm just telling you, like the day that you got dealt, and people you like get dealt all the time, but you were a big fan favorite, and it was like, oh, not Jody.
Well,
and so whenever you would come back to town, it was always a big deal. People love seeing you here.
Well, I have a lot of friends here, yeah, and it was good here. You know, I was here for the first few years, and people were excited, and there was a lot going on, and I was fighting like 30 times a year, so it was, there was a lot of good action going on.
There's a lot of bloodshed down there.
Well, yeah, mostly my own, but I had a good time here, and met my wife here, and we always come back in the summer, so it's just a great way to stay involved with this town, and I love it here. So,
weren't you doing a regular, even after you left? Weren't you continuing to do like a regular golf outing or something like that?
Yeah, I've done a couple things. Yeah, we had a Tim Hortons golf outing that was a few years ago, but been involved in a few of the events that a lot of the athletes in town go to. The 2nd and 7th Foundation with Mike Grable.
Yeah,
they do that every year. It's a pool tournament.
But you stayed involved even after you moved on to other teams.
Yeah, and there's a lot of guys around that still live here in the off seasons, and whether it's baseball, football, hockey. There's even a golfer here now. So there's it's a great community, and once those guys kind of hang together and end up in the same events. So it's a good way to stay involved and caught up with each other, I guess.
Yeah. Now Jody Shelley back as the Blue Jackets team ambassador. What does that mean you do?
Well, I would say, I don't know, I haven't really started yet, but just being accessible, representing the Blue Jackets, and wherever it is, and then just I guess showing the Columbus pride of what's going on around here with the Blue Jackets.
I know you're going to be doing some of the broadcast stuff too, right?
I'm going to learn how to learn is the key word.
Yeah.
How to do what you guys do a little bit. Maybe not what you do. You guys are pros, but try to deliver, in-game stuff, my view on things, I guess, and try to help out any way I can.
Well, you're not a stranger on the mic. You're used to being interviewed. You're just used to being on the other side of it.
Yeah, it's different. It's easy to be asked questions about yourself and talk about yourself. That's people enjoy doing that. But, when you have to think of questions and prepare, it's funny. I took a course about a month and a half ago up in Canada, offered through the NHLPA. And the thing that I learned the most is how hard this job or anything to do with the media is, how much prep time you have to have, and really how prepared you got to be. And it blew me away. So I got a new respect for the whole business. So
they have like a course to teach like former players how to do it.
They do.
Is that
There's
right?
a few courses that they try to help all players.
Yeah.
But it's hard when you're playing to consider to even think about anything else, because you almost feel like you're.
You got enough other stuff in your head.
You're almost like, I'm thinking about not playing. You don't want anyone to think that way.
Yeah.
So, I didn't really take advantage of that while I was playing. But now that, I'm kind of done, I'm done now. But then I was kind of done. I thought I wanted to look into it to see if I really enjoyed it, if it was something I could do realistically. So I went up there and did it. And, man, I tell you, it was impressive.
Jody Shelley, back in Columbus, team ambassador now for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Real quick, so I know you've kept an eye on the team. What do you make of the guys?
I think they're great. The way they ended last year is very exciting.
Yeah.
And, that's what you want to see. You want to see that fight through anything, win the close games, with the great goaltending and the new coach, Todd Richards, down there. It's just all those things that you put together, and then for them to feel how great this city is, the new guys that are here, the fresh group down there, they're young. For them to feel how great this can be on a playoff run, and how great the fans are as an athlete, you're in a city that is first class. that's part of the excitement that they have in them now, and they've probably taken it into the summer, trained hard, and they can't wait to get back and get ready for game one. So
I was telling David the other day, I'm most excited that we're going to have like a whole season.
Yeah, right, exactly. We forget about that. Last year was, 41 games?
But it was very exciting when they finally started playing.
I know, but the waiting time was painful, and here we are again back in the summer. So, yeah, it's exciting to have 82 games and then hopefully a deep playoff run.
Yeah. We'll remind everybody, September 6th looks like the on-sale date for tickets. They can get everything they need to know at BlueJackets.com. And we'll look forward to seeing a lot of you this season, Jody.
Thanks.
Welcome back to town.
Appreciate that.
All right, 8:52.
The Alternative Station, CD 102.